Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan. Just standing underneath the nice shade tree here at the moment, everyone. You know, middle of July here in the game at the moment. Since last episode, in case you can't tell, we've skipped forward. I think it was 2 months, if I remember correctly, everyone. So we're now into the month of July, and you think it'd be a good, hot, steamy month of July, right, everyone? But hey, 74 degrees, everyone. I'm not going to complain about that, right? If only that was the case in real life. For those of you who don't know, at least in Michigan, everyone, July is usually the hot one, like, you know, 90s, everyone. Same thing with August. So, yeah, forecast, yeah, that's not quite right. I'm looking at down here, though, actually, everyone. It says 93 in August, 95 in September, 66 October, 63 November. Yes, yeah. I don't know about that 95 in September. That one might be a little bit of a stretch. The 93 in August, sure, everyone, but I think they may be 1 month behind or something like that. Anyway, this episode, everyone, since last episode, as I mentioned, fast forward time here, the oats on field 4 are ready to harvest, so we're going to head over there and start doing that here this episode. And then the rest of our crops are just pretty much growing here at this point. I think everything else is looking pretty good as far as I know. If we check our soil information here, and we're actually not necessarily the soil information so much, but we're looking at nitrogen, stuff like that. I think we're looking pretty good, hopefully. Should all be good. pH should all be good as well. So anyway, let's go grab the combine, which I think is out front here yet. Usually where I leave it. Yep, there it is. We'll just drop off the corn header. Go grab our draper head. Speaking of draper head, by the way, I've seen that the honeybee, I forget if it is being released or has been released. Something like that, everyone. That'll be kind of cool for those who remember that back in Farming Simulator 19 towards the end. I might have to move that planter here. That might just be in the way. Well, let's... Yeah, boy, that might be in the way of it. Let's find out here. So I can sneak it out between the tree here. I might be able to. In the cab here so I can actually see where we're lining up here a minute. There we go. Okay, we're going to fit between the tree and the house. Oh, yeah, no problem. Never know, 145-foot draper head. And it has some width on it. And then, of course, having like any good farmer, we're just going to go straight down the road with this, because why wouldn't you? Now, of course, if we were a good farmer, we go down to the other end and block it off. That's what we do in real life, but let's see if we can get down to the end here without... Oh, there is a car coming. Can we make it to the entrance over here? Yeah, it would be a solid no on that one. Okay, well, good thing we got a wheel that we can just kind of ride up with. Perfect. Like I said, real life, you just go down and, you know, to the end there, block it off with your vehicle, and then you just go on down the road with your 45-foot draper head. Yeah, you can forget doing that over in Europe, at least the UK part of Europe anyway. Whoa, that car's apparently a little tall. Yeah, good thing we got the skid plates on the bottom. We'll just, you know, skid up over them. Oh, hello, car behind us. Remind me next time, we'll have to go down here, just, you know, like, block the road off with our vehicles. That'd probably be a wise idea. Also, why are there 2 mailboxes just, like, at the corner here? That's a little weird. Oh, and apparently they got collision on them, too. Yeah, okay, then. Oops. Ah, yes, RDAllen mailboxes. We go back a long time, right, everyone? Yeah, cool. Okay, let's open up that map. It's kind of a yield data we have going on here. Get some GPS going as well. We're on 0 degrees auto with that. And on the combine. There we go. We are in business. Business of harvesting oats, that is. I don't know why, but it just looks so much different, that rear view mirror, doesn't it? Is that just me? Rear view mirror view. Actual view. It looks so much more ominous than the rear view mirror, I guess is what it is, everyone. And this one here, it's almost too close to really make much out with. Oh well. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Meant to switch camera. Running the John Deere S790, or actually 780, I'm sorry, 780 here. It's got 780, 790 mod. We're getting a little close to the edge here. Well, it seems to be harvesting all. We'll take it. And out of curiosity, if we look at our yield map, oh, there's the pH. The pH is definitely going down. And interesting enough, why is it going down solid? That seems kind of weird. Huh. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, the one I was looking for, actually, no, yield. Okay, no, the field is clear. I was going to say I should clear the field too, but no, we're already good, so. That's usually something I try to do, Evan, is clear the yield data from the field. That way when you harvest it next time around, it's not just overlaying the previous harvest yield data. You can actually see the new yield data. Though sometimes it is kind of fun to overlay them. Just see once, you know, especially if you're planting the same crop, see once you get a better yield than you did last time around. Although with the details from precision farming, it's not super obvious if you get like a slight yield increase, right, everyone? It doesn't matter that much. Turn the combine down here just a little bit. I'm going to notice that the combine's a little loud. Hey there, deer. Right, you deer better look out for the deer here. For anyone not wandering out in the country, by the way, when it comes to farming and deer, yep, sometimes both deer have interactions. Sometimes the other type of deer aren't quite so smart. I mean, they don't necessarily get out of the way, and yeah, unfortunately, if the farmer doesn't see them in time, sometimes they have run-ins with the equipment, shall we say. And when I say deer, I mean, I'm not talking about just the deer either. Obviously, any brand of equipment have that problem, but it just sounded good when you say deer have a problem with deer. Okay, there we go. And I'm not going to realign the GPS for this one. We'll go back to the other end of the field. We'll pick up where we left off on that GPS line. We'll just freehand this over on this side here for now. And of course, a reminder, while we're going up and down the field here, actually around and around in this case at the moment, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Always very much appreciated. And of course, once you are subscribed there, make sure you click that bell notification. That way you get notified when the latest, greatest RDAllen video goes live. Also, down in the description there, everyone, you can find links to the rest of my social media channels, Facebook and Instagram, all that good fun stuff. And then as a reminder, everyone, I do live stream as well. Link is down below for that as well. RDAllen on Twitch. Again, that's RDAllen on Twitch. Which, as I mentioned in yesterday's episode, everyone, not going to be a whole lot of live streaming here this week. In fact, there might not be any because I pretty much got something every single night here this week. So we'll see what's out later in the week, everyone. But at least for the first couple days here, the first few days actually, got something every single night. So get to be that time of year, everyone. You know, the summer programs and people graduate, open houses you have to go to. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, down to that end, then we'll just got to cross here again. Like I said, we'll start going up and down the field there once we're to the other end. And then, of course, on this end, it's always kind of annoying because a little weird jog in the field here gets me every time. But I really should do have one. And this probably wouldn't be very realistic, by the way, but at least in the game to make it easier, I should just like take the paint tool and just paint it straight across, or straighter anyway. As I said before, when it comes to paint and stuff in the game here, wow, is it just me, everyone, or is it a lot harder to paint stuff, especially if you're trying to make a straight line, everyone? Is it just me, or is it a lot harder? Like, again, everyone, and I know I'm not the only one that's complained about this. A lot of you folks have mentioned this as well. Giants did not improve the sculpting tools at all in the game here. In fact, everyone, they took what was I'm just going to say an okay system in 19, everyone, and they somehow made it far, far worse. Don't ask me how that's possible, everyone, but leave it to Giants. I'm going to leave it to Giants. What I really want to know, everyone, though, okay, I mean, obviously, everyone, software developers, they sometimes have great ideas, and, you know, sometimes those great ideas really aren't that great, right, everyone? Where are the quality testers, the play testers, the people that are, like, you know, checking the game out and making sure that, hey, this actually is, you know, good feature, it's playable, it's so on and so forth, right, everyone? Whoever Giants had doing this, and I'm guessing they didn't have anybody from the way this game was released, it seems like. But whoever they had, they definitely need some new people, because, wow. And or if they didn't have anybody, then they need to get some people. And of course, you know, if Giants needs some help in that department, you know, I'll just raise my hand right here. I'll be more than happy to help them. As you folks have watched the channel for a while, probably know, yeah, we tend to do a little critiquing on, okay, maybe we should say a lot of critiquing sometimes on here. That being said, I'll have to say, everyone, some of that critiquing I think is very well founded, because some of the stuff, I mean, it just leaves you scratching your head like, what in the world was Giants thinking? Oh my goodness. Oh, gotta say again to everyone, for like the first, let's see, how many months, everyone? Because this game got released in November, right? So I'm gonna say for the first 6 months, probably, everyone. And you folks know, and then for those who watch my episodes know, I complained a lot about game crashes, everyone. My game crashed a lot, and I do mean a lot, everyone. Like, to the point some of you folks probably are gonna question why I even kept playing this game. It crashed so much. Again, emphasize that all my game crashes, or 99% of my game crashes, were on startup or while loading. So again, and you know, not while playing actually. If those game crashes were happening while playing, everyone, we'd probably be speaking a different well, we'd probably be playing a different game at this point. Is what we'd be doing. Okay, and we were full. But anyway, again, I'm going back to that. Okay, is that the full stop mod? I guess maybe that was the full stop mod. It came to a very abrupt stop. That was not me. Okay, let's go grab, well, maybe we'll just tab. Truck, you know what, I think we'll just take the truck over there. Oats aren't typically a very high yielding crop. In fact, I would say a lot of farmers around here, you see harvest oats, they're probably using just like a grain truck or something like that. But anyway, again, going back to the game crash, ever since patch 1.5 was released, I have not had any more game crashes. So, I'll have to tell you folks, I'm quite happy about that. Glad to see that whatever was causing that, it seems like Giants has finally fixed it, which goes back to what I kind of figured of. I know a lot of folks are like, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's that or maybe something with your computer or something on your computer. Maybe you need to update something. And obviously, of course, I kind of went through all that. Yeah, I did not get through that intersection as quick as I thought I could. Okay. Sorry, their car made you stop. Oh, well. But yeah, I guess it turns out and it's kind of what I figured. It was definitely something Giants was doing. I don't know what, everyone, but like I said, patch 1.5, which is what, 6 months or something like that into the game, everyone, finally fixed it. Okay, we'll see if we can load up some comments here in a moment. See what we got in the comments section. Hatcher was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. In Farming Simulator 19, you could spray herbicide right after planting and the weeds won't grow. Does this work in Farming Simulator 22? Yes, it very much does, everyone. In fact, that's probably the way I would recommend it doing it. If you have the potential to have weeds on your field, spray it right after planting. The one caveat with that, and because of the sprayer I am using, the John Deere's at 732i sprayer there with the CN spray one, that only works if you actually have weeds on the field. So actually, you know what? Maybe you can turn it off. Maybe you can. I was going to say, because I did try spraying the field right after planting them and it did not work. With that being said, there might be an option to turn the CN spray off. I forget. I think there is. And if that's the case, then you probably could use that sprayer there to spray it right after planting, maybe. There we go. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to harvest this field here, everyone. Just a relatively small oat field, which, yes, as you've seen last episode, I kind of sort of forgot about it. Whoops. Luckily, we got the fertilizer and the weeds taken care of. Although, again, the weeds are probably affecting our yield slightly. Although, if we look at the map, everyone, looks like we are yielding pretty good here. Well, maybe 115, yeah, 115, and maybe some 120 up there. Okay, cool. So yeah, not too bad at one. I'm not exactly sure everyone with precision farming here how to read these numbers anymore when it comes to yield. So like if we get out here, everyone, our expected yield is 90%. Our yield potential, actually it says 100% here. Actually, I think if we go back, it was 125, wasn't it? There it is. Yeah, so if we go back over here, our expected yield is 112, and our yield potential is 125. So if I'm reading this correctly, right, and you folks correct me if I'm wrong, this is my thoughts on this. It looks like our yield potential here for this area is 125%. So if we did everything right, everyone, we could look at getting 125% off this area. However, we didn't quite do everything right, and we're only getting 112%. That's the way I'm reading the numbers. Is that the way you folks read the numbers too? I don't know, you folks have to let me know if I'm right on that. That looks like. And then, yeah, if we go over to this part of the field, everyone, the best we could potentially do would be 100%, so we get 100% yield. Our expected yield, though, is what, you know, again, we didn't quite do everything right, everyone, so we're looking at 90% yield. At least that's the way I'm reading the numbers, everyone, so. Ooh, and I just happened to think of something. What's my repair on my combine? 33%. Ooh, we better repair that. Just getting down into the, yeah, a couple percentage points into the danger section there, everyone. You know, like we're not losing a lot, but we were probably losing, you know, a couple percentage points there. And again, when it comes to yield, the header makes no difference there. The header does, however, affect how fast you can harvest, so just something to keep in mind. The yield, though, is directly related to the combine. So again, everyone, once you drop below that 70% mark, oh boy, look out, everyone. You know, another one of those features, everyone, where you just got to ask, like, what in the world was Giants smoking when they came up with that idea, right, everyone? Dave was saying, I believe it's the Amazon self-propelled one that's available on the in-game mod hub that does both liquid and solid fertilizer. Was base game in 19? Yes, that does sound right there. We were talking about that there last episode about a solid self-propelled fertilizer spreader, and I knew there was one. Yeah, one Dave mentioned there, the Amazon self-propelled. And yeah, like I said, it was base game in 19. Miss Lav was saying, I just remembered that I watched your channel in Farming Simulator 17. Wow. Oh, that seems like such a long time ago, doesn't it? In Farming Simulator 17. It says, I forgot about you, but the Stone Valley map came out in Mod Hub, and I remembered you. Glad to see you're still making videos. Yep, we're definitely still making videos here yet, everyone. I'm still rather enjoying playing Farming Simulator. Haven't given up on it yet. Although, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the game crashes were definitely annoying, as are some of Giants' other stupid features in the game. As you folks can probably tell, I've turned rocks off, everyone. Let's face it, the rocks are so stupid in the game, everyone. Just do yourself a favor, turn that rubbish off. It's just, yeah. I'm sorry, this is Farming Simulator, but not Mining Simulator. Completely different games. Although, speaking of Mining Simulator, everyone, the next map I'm kind of still looking at, everyone. Yes. Not giving you any more hints. No more hints. Hoover Drew was saying, a hoe is a type of weeder that can take out bigger weeds. Okay, that is true. But what do they consider a hoe in the game? Like, there's no hoes in the game. Gotta play a different game for that. Anyway, moving on. Christopher was saying, good morning, good video, keep it up. Plus, I can't wait for the zero turn. Zero turn, huh? Okay. That part of the Kubota DLC? I wonder if that's the one he's talking about. For those of you who haven't seen it, by the way, Kubota DLC, actually, I'm not sure when it's coming out here again. I'd have to go look, but I know a lot of folks have been wanting Kubota for a long time. It's finally coming. Keith was saying, Randy has dad jokes. Oh, you have no idea. Anyway, come on, man. The only hoes in Michigan are of the Gretchen variety. Oh, those of you in Michigan, you'll get the joke. Very good there, Keith. Very good. Good applause on that one. All I can say at this point, Evan, is it's a good thing the wicked witch of the north here didn't get her way when it came to gas and taxes here earlier on in her term. Otherwise, the gas here in Michigan, Evan, oh my goodness. Not that it's worth swearing at already, but you'd have to have a whole encyclopedia's worth of swear words filling up if she had her way. Fortunately, at this point, a dictionary's worth is usually enough. Gates of Reggie was saying, I was wondering if you've had any problems with playing on this map with nitrogen. Says he's playing on Green Valley, Nebraska, and my nitrogen levels go to 0, and I can't add more or do anything with them. Has anyone else had this issue? No. I have not had any issues with fertilizer and or nitrogen on this map, everyone. It's been just fine. As far as Green Valley, Nebraska, actually, no, we're playing on Green Valley, Nebraska on the multiplayer server, everyone, and we're not having any issues that I know of with fertilizer on there either. The only thing I can think of there, Gates, is one, if you're planting soybeans don't need any nitrogen. So if you try to put fertilizer on them, you're not going to get anything or anywhere. Also, at least when it comes to precision farming, it works best if you put the fertilizer on either while planting or after planting. And again, at least from what I was told, everyone, and I don't know how true this is. I still need to maybe do a little more verification of this myself. But I was told it works best if you put it on after. That way, precision farming properly registers it. Not to say it won't register it while you're doing it. It will, everyone. But apparently, as far as the calculations and stuff, I guess it doesn't maybe sometimes work out right or something. That's basically what I was told. So I don't know. Don't know how true that is, everyone. Well, let's see. Let's say we're about halfway done with the field here. Not looking too shabby. Ooh, we're just going to miss the pole here on this pass. Very nice. Reminder, by the way, if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers and play some multiplayer with myself and some of the others, you're welcome to do so. That information, again, down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join. Everyone, just please join us in on Teamspeak. Again, RDAllen on Teamspeak. That's a little close. Let's move just a little bit away from that. There we go. Oh, that was still too close. Got back in a little too soon. There we go. Oh, and we are almost full again. Only the second time we've had to unload here, by the way, everyone. Well, I say almost full, 83%. Now, when this brings up a good question, we were talking about Farming Simulator 17 earlier. Obviously, we're playing Farming Simulator 22, everyone. And for that matter, I've pretty much played every single Farming Simulator out there. As far as the Farming Simulator series goes, anyway. And I've played quite a few of the other ones, too, by the way. Not all of them, probably, but I've played quite a few of them. Why would you want to play a game like this, and or maybe even continue playing a game like this? Well, one of them, you probably got to like farming a little bit. And then two of them, what I keep telling people, it's a game you can just sit back, relax, and play. There's nothing, usually stressful or hard about this game. It's a super easy game to play, right, everyone? There's nothing you have to be good at per se. There might be a little bit of learning, as far as okay, if you're not familiar with farming at all, everyone, obviously you're gonna have to learn a little bit there. But once you're past that, everyone, yeah, nothing to the game as far as complexity goes, if you ask me. Anyway, everyone, looking at the time here, looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.